Hi everybody, this is Angel Arts and welcome back to another brand new gay Let's Play. For those of you who have no idea what a gay Let's Play is, if this is your first time joining me on my channel, I highly recommend that you first check out the introduction to my channel. And the reason why I tell people that up front is because I feel that I cater to a specific audience, and I try really hard to include in the introduction to my channel everything that you need to know about myself to help you decide whether or not I am a good fit for you, if I'm a good Let's Player fit for you. Because the last thing I want to do, obviously, is to waste anybody's time if I'm not a good fit. So please do check that out if you are new to my videos, to my channel, and it'll include a lot of things such as what exactly a gay Let's Play is. So, but anyway, after you've checked that out, if you decided to hang out with me for this Let's Play, I'm definitely looking forward to it. So any of you guys who have been with me before, you know that dating sims or these like they're not graphic novels, but these types of games have always been a huge guilty pleasure for me. And I wanted to start playing a few more of them just because they're really quick, you know, short and sweet, and some of them get really creative. And there are three in particular that I wanted to play, starting with this one, because these three games seem to add a bit of an extra, bit of gameplay, an extra dimension of gameplay, you know, other than just simply, you know, choosing some dialogue and try to romance X, Y, or Z person. They actually have other game mechanics that that apply to the theme of the game that I guess it ends up determining either how successful you are at whatever goals you have, or how skilled you are. There's like a skill-based system in some of these games. So for this one specifically, Culina, Hands in the Kitchen, you basically, as far as I understand, this one caught my eye because you are playing a character who is trying to start up and have a successful restaurant. And so part of this gameplay is letting you decide on the menu, you know, purchasing ingredients, forming good relations or maybe bad relations with your staff, and, you know, things of that nature. And me, for those of you who have seen me before, my other videos, if you know me well at all, you know I am a major foodie, and I love cooking. I love to cook. And so this seemed really right up to my alley, and I thought, hey, I think this is a game that I can definitely appreciate, and who knows, maybe my character might end up finding a little romance, during the playthrough. Who knows? We'll see. So, yeah, anyway, again, I was just, going through Steam, just browsing around, and I saw this game, and it was really intrigued me, and I thought this was this screamed my name, and I thought, hey, let's give this one a try. All right, so let's try it. I am really excited for this one, guys. I'm definitely intrigued. Input screen. Oh. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put in my name, Archangel, and Friday. Oh, or afternoon, February 17th, 2015 on a Friday. Okay. 2015, so this is a few years ago. Let's continue. I open the door. It's kind of eerie that this whole place is mine. To distract myself from all the potential problems, I start to tidy the room. Is the text you're reading too big? Wish the window was wider? Customize your reading experience by accessing the menu and then selecting gameplay options. No, I think we're good for right now. It's not like we're opening for business today, but it's probably a good idea to neaten the place up for good first impressions. When I can't put it off any longer, I flip the lock and put up a paper in the window above the now hiring sign that says interviewing today. I hope that everyone comes on time, but not everyone does. The first interviewee is 20 minutes late and everything is getting thrown off schedule. The fourth person didn't even show though, so it evened out. I have a couple of maybes and a couple of no's. You do know that this isn't a vegan restaurant, right? I don't see how that's relevant to anything. But you just said that you refuse to cook anything that has meat in it. I can't hire you if you can only help prepare a third of the dishes, if that. Then I think we're done here. He grabs his folder from me and storms off. Geez, sensitive much? But really, did he even read the hiring specifics? And there's nothing wrong with being vegan. I've actually been to had some vegan dishes, and they're pretty... the vegan dishes I've had were pretty darn awesome. I don't think I could be vegan, like, for life. I think the farthest I could be would be pescatarian, because I can see myself not eating red meat. I can see myself not eating red meat, but if I couldn't have seafood, no, I can't. I can live without red meat. I can't live without seafood. That's just me. Tough interview, huh? I look up and see a girl around my age. Maybe a little older or younger? Age is so hard to figure out. She has a side ponytail and a bright smile. She's cute! And I like how these... I like the art style of this in that it's not just still images that slide around. Not that there's anything wrong with, games like that, but just the fact that it gives them a little bit more life. You can like kind of see you can look at her chest. It's like you can see her breathing, and she's really cute. She's very cute. It gives a lot more life. And you are? Catherine Ryder. But my friends call me Katie. I'm here for the interview. I'm kind of early, but I guess that worked out for me. Her smile is huge. I look at the timetable that I thankfully thought to make in advance. Waitress. There hadn't been too many of those applications. Be friendly, I'll be friendly. I think I'm pretty relatively casual. I feel like I run a tight ship, but I try to be as friendly as possible about it, be nice about it. You're very fortunate, Miss Ryder. Please, have a seat. Haha. No need to be so formal. Call me Katie. Well, let's see how the interview goes. You might not want to call me friend when it's all done. I'm joking, of course, and luckily Katie seems to get that, or she's humoring me. She grins at me and laughs a little. Great! A potential boss with a sense of humor. I love it! Katie's eyes are practically glowing in her good mood. She has a nice bright smile too, both very good qualities for a server. Hopefully she has the experience to back it up. I mean, yeah, when you're a server, you should have very good people skills. I figure it's probably best to just get to the point with the interview. So, you left a number for your last position. If I called her, how would your former boss describe your work ethic? Well, Miss Johnson would probably say that I'm a hard worker and that she was very sorry she had to let me go. You listed laid off as your reason for leaving your last job. You mind giving me any details on that? Fair question. Not at all. See, Miss Johnson was running her place with her son, and she ended up having to go get surgery on her knee. Peter's always wanted a chance to handle things on his own, so she left him in charge and supervised for about a month. Problem is, Peter has no idea how to crunch numbers, and he nearly ran the place into the ground. Ouch. When she got back, she had to practically gut the place to get any money coming in again. They had to lay off some of the staff, and I volunteered to go. Oh. You volunteered to leave your job? Were you unhappy with it? Oh, no way. It was just, Lisa's husband left her alone with her 2 kids. Mark's old car finally died, and he had to go get another one. Sadie has been with the place since it opened back in 1952, and Chaz was Peter's new wife's nephew, so I was really the only one that could take the hit. Well, that's really thoughtful of you. That sounds like a rough situation to be in. Well, it wasn't so bad up until last week when I started running out of cash. I've saved up for emergencies. Katie bit her lip and broke eye contact with me. I don't think she'd meant that to sound like a desperate plea for work, nor did I get the impression that she was thinking about how what she said sounded. The worry that etched into her expression seemed to conflict with the confident demeanor she had previously. She quickly made eye contact with me and smiled. Aw, she's cute. I like Katie. She's super cute. I really like your place. It's smaller than Miss Johnson's was, but it feels nice. Like, I just found something special tucked away in a little box that was previously lost in a corner full of junk. The kind of place that people stumble across and then make it their place. Then they keep coming back, and they keep making cozy, happy memories. Oh, sorry, that's what she said. She said that. Sorry. Rewind that and speak it in her voice. At Miss Johnson's, there was this one couple that came in every weekend at the same time. Miss Johnson would always come out and chat with them and offer them a free dessert. Sadie said it was because they were the first couple to ever propose in a restaurant, and that they used to only come in for really special occasions. It didn't become a regular thing until their oldest son got shipped off to war, and then went MIA. Just think, at a time like that, they thought to come to Miss Johnson's place for comfort, and Miss Johnson remembered them and made them feel really special. Then they kept coming back, and one day they felt comfortable enough to tell their story to Sadie. I bet this place will have all kinds of moments like that. I like her! She could easily be, this whole thing could be one big giant ruse, but I would like to believe that Katie's genuine. That she genuinely seems like a really good-natured, sentimental, friendly, outgoing enough person. Empathic person. Again, very important when you're doing any sort of customer service work. I was a little stunned by Katie's story, but even more so with the gentle passion in which she told it. If I didn't hire this girl, I'd be crazy. But then I really shouldn't let myself get swept up into a nice story. I held back the urge to tell her she was hired right away. I sincerely hope so. I'm also afraid your time is up. Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I kind of ramble. I hope I didn't bore you. Not at all. It was very informative. I stood up and shook Katie's hand before watching her gather her things and slowly leave. I stretched before walking to the door and flipped the lock. Man, what a long day. There was absolutely no luck at all in the chef department. Interview day number 2 better go well. I do not want to set up interview day number 3. Some pretty interesting people came to the restaurant today. Some were on the crazy side, like that vegan. Others were kind of blah, like that nice college kid with no experience. It's kind of weird to call him a kid, considering I just graduated, but there's already a feeling of us and them. Life hits you fast. Depending on how tomorrow goes, I'll probably hire Katie. She has good credentials, takes real joy in serving, and has a nice personality and is, well, really cute. I felt a little skeevy for thinking about that, but a nice attractive waitress would be a great draw to the restaurant. Oh, whatever, I'll figure this out after tomorrow's interviews. I was so worried about the interviews that I couldn't sleep last night. Do not be late, Hark. Do not be late. My heart was rushing more than I was as I haphazardly dashed through the back entrance through the kitchen and into the main dining area, flipping switches the whole way. I gracefully lost my balance, making the U-turn from the dining area back towards the kitchen where my office was waiting for me. I ended up jumping on one foot as I tried not to fall, and luckily I managed to get to the doorframe before I fell on my butt. I took a breath and practically leaped over to my office. I flung open the drawers of my cheap metal desk, and I was pretty sure I had heard something snap. I figured out what it was when I tried to close it again after I got the resumes out. I bent down and I tried to force it closed with a little success. Oh, who's this? The 2 knocks on the frame of my open office door would have gone unnoticed from the noise of me trying to jam the stubborn thing back where it belonged, but the tall figure also in the doorframe was very noticeable. I tried one last time to close the drawer, only to have it not only comply, but comply so fast that I jammed my thumb into it in the process. Ouch. Ah! A long string of expletives spewed from my mouth, no doubt giving this stranger the best first impression of me. Sorry. I sucked air through my teeth, put on a grin, and shook the pain out of my thumb as best I could. No problem. I cleared my throat and rifled through the pile of papers I yanked out earlier. My eyes glanced over the first name on my interview list. Dante Moreni? Yes, chef. Cute chef. I looked at the time on my phone, the pain still throbbing through my hand. It wasn't going to go away anytime soon, so I may as well get used to ignoring it now. Great, you're right on time. Sorry, I'm not. I laughed, but Mr. Murray didn't seem to appreciate the joke. Okay, this guy's a little serious. Alright, that's fine. That's okay. We need all types to keep things running. I cleared my throat again and gestured towards the door. I don't really have any extra chairs in my office, so I've been conducting the interviews in the dining area. Mr. Moretti nodded firmly and walked out. Oh, look, he has a smile. He does smile. He has a nice crooked smile. As I walked behind him, I couldn't help but really notice how tall he was. Well, if I hired him, at least I could use the taller shelves in the kitchen. Whoa, we just zoomed right in on this guy. His tallness was less apparent when we both sat down, but that was because he was sitting a bit slouched. I took another chance to clear my throat and shake some of the pain from my thumb before I asked the interview questions. Alright, so I'm thinking that Katie seemed to appreciate more of the friendliness. This guy seems like I need to take the more professional approach. You gotta try to read people as much as you can, so be professional. What type of food are you most comfortable cooking? I grew up with Italian, but I've been expanding my skill set over the years. Oh, he's Italian. Mwah! Love it, love it, love it, love it. Or at least grew up with Italian. Mr. Moreni was very precise with his answers. Deciding to handle this professionally was probably the best call. Yep. We're a fusion restaurant. Ooh, I love fusion restaurants. There's something I love trying out new dishes. I'm a very adventurous foodie. I'll try anything. I will always pretty much try anything before I decide that I don't like it. And normally I like everything, virtually everything that I taste, especially from good, nice restaurants. And fusion is just really cool because you kind of take existing cuisines and then turn them into something completely different, but still have notes of the things that you love from the other cuisines. And it's a really interesting art. I just appreciate cooking just because of in terms of the art that's involved with it. I've been specializing in fusion. I especially enjoy adding Asian techniques and flavors. Now that's a pretty awesome combination. Asian-Italian fusion. That's pretty awesome. Asian is pretty versatile that way. I nodded and looked over his resume more. It was pretty lengthy, and I was really surprised someone with his credentials needed to look for a job. It says here that you were a sous chef at Arca until 6 weeks ago. Is there any particular reason why you left? The head chef and I had conflicting views on how to treat the staff. Really? What happened? So he was butting heads with his old boss? He seemed like a pretty serious guy. I wasn't sure if red flags should have been going up from that or not. You mind elaborating? I don't want to be disrespectful. That bad. Mr. Murray didn't answer me, but he shifted uncomfortably and broke eye contact. I decided not to press the matter. That's fine. He doesn't have to share if he doesn't want to. On paper, I would like to believe it was for a legitimate reason, but then again, it's hard to tell if you don't actually hear an explanation. But I understand him trying to respect. It sounds like he's trying to respect his previous employees, which is, that's a smart thing to do. On paper, Dante Moreni was perfect. His personality left a little something to be desired, but I wasn't looking for charm school professors. I still had more interviews to go, but I felt like I'd already made my decision to hire him. February 18th, Saturday morning. So, interview day number 2. In one word, boring. Today was mostly waitress applications, but they weren't all that interesting. Nothing that would draw customers and help add to a warm atmosphere anyway. It looks like Katie's in luck, and he's kind of scary. But Dante will definitely help keep me on track. I feel like Katie and Dante, they balance each other really well. So hopefully they'll each get a little something good from each other and help cover each other's weaknesses, It's good training anyway for dealing with those customers that don't know how to take a hint. And I can probably get a good laugh out of him and his serious ways too. I'll call him tomorrow. I'm so glad that's done with. Maybe now I can get some real sleep. I stand up and stretch. I've done all the presentations I can for the opening day by myself, and the paperwork is all set. It's time to buy ingredients. I did some research about places that, with a good customer relationship, might sell close to wholesale. Lucky for me, I already have a good customer relationship with the family of a produce stand. Really? Tutorial, moving around. To travel between locations, you need to access the map to the map screen. The map screen can be brought up by selecting the map icon located on the right side of the screen. Cool. Okay. You can change your selection by using the arrow keys and removing the mouse on the button. From there, either click on it or press enter or press the A button. Once on the map screen, click on the location that you'd like to travel to and you'll head there. Oh, that's pretty cool. So, this is pretty, see, this is stuff I'm really enjoying. Makes it a lot different than some of the other dating sims that I've played before. Ooh. I park my car and walk up to a yawning Paul. Oh, Paul's adorable! Morning! Paul yawns again. Why are you so awake? I laugh. My restaurant's opening in 2 days. I need to finalize the menu and pick a theme. If you're so tired, why are you at the stand? Paul's family's produce stand is pretty popular locally. It's small, but they do well enough that they can price competitively. Plus, the produce is really fresh because they set up a shop block away from the family farm. Paul frowns. Mom thought the fresh air would wake me up. Anyway, why bother with finalizing a menu? Huh? But restaurants should have consistency. Normally, yeah, but this isn't a normal restaurant. Just trial and error it. What's the point of picking a menu no one likes? I nod. That makes sense. Thanks. Paul smiles at me. Oh, I like his smile. Aw, Paul, you're so adorable. How do we know Paul? No problem, so what can I help you with? I get out my cash and get ready to buy some ingredients. $105 for ingredients for an entire restaurant. We're supposed to feed how many people with $105? Alright, we're gonna have to make it stretch. Buy ingredients. Of course we can't make recipes to sell unless we have ingredients to make them. So that Dante can work his magic. Visiting shops around town will allow you to purchase ingredients for you to use. See, this is fun. I love this stuff, this kind of stuff. For more than one person to buy your dish, you will need multiple of the same ingredient. For example, if you only buy 1 carrot and you make a dish that uses carrot as an ingredient, you will only have enough stock to sell it to 1 customer. Got it. Being friends with the shopkeepers can often get you better prices on goods. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to schmooze. Do note that you may only use 1 of each ingredient type, vegetable, meat, and spice, per recipe. So have some money for going to the other shops in town. Okay. Alright. Buy? Oh, gosh. Interesting. So, onion, healthiness. This is interesting. Healthiness versus taste versus speed, creativity, and quality. That's pretty cool. Carrots are good with creativity and healthiness. Healthiness, taste, speed, and creativity. Quality. Apparently green beans aren't as healthy as some of the other ones. And potatoes. Taste, speed, creativity, quality. So, speed. What does speed mean? Speed means like how quick it is to create it, to work with it, how fast you end up being. These are good quality. I feel like I want to start with something. If I'm just starting my restaurant, I want the first impression to be this tastes good, you know, because that's one of the main reasons why you go to a restaurant is why you want one restaurant over another, because one restaurant's food tastes better than another restaurant's. So I think I'm going to start by, I'm going to go with the tastiest thing just to draw people in. And who doesn't like potatoes? I mean, yeah, come on. Pleasure doing business. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Interesting. I don't know how many I should purchase, because I don't know. Well, let's see. I'll get 1 of each. Why don't I start with getting 1 of each? And then, I don't want to use up all my money in one place necessarily. There's 4. I've used about half my money here. So... I've used about half my money, so... Yeah. Leave. After I'm done, I get Paul's attention when he finishes helping me load my car. Oh, hey, Paul. Hey, Paul. Yeah? I know I'm gonna buy my vegetables here. Of course. But I need to be able to buy other stuff too. Would you mind going over my list with me? Paul shrugs. Sure, what's on your list? I pull a small folded piece of paper from my wallet. Well, there's this place called Spice of Life that can look pretty good for specialty spices, but I really need a butcher and I can't decide on one. Paul is silent as he thinks. Well... Paul pauses. Despite the awful name, Spice of Life is a really great selection, and they carry the basic stuff too. The owner went to high school with my mom. Oh, yeah? But I hear the new clerk is really straight-laced and formal, so I don't know about a discount. He grins. I know how much of a cheapskate you are. I shove him in response. Whatever, I'll check it out. Maybe he or she isn't bad? And a butcher? Paul shrugs. There's a deli about a block from the cafe they used to go all the time, but that's only the butcher I know nearby. I nod at him. The butcher there does a great job. Definitely recommend at least trying a sandwich. Perfect ratio of bread to meat to condiments. I nod. Good to know. I get into the car and wait before heading back to the restaurant. I finish unloading the produce just in time for lunch. I go and eat in my tiny place upstairs in the restaurant. This unit is really strangely built. I don't know how my mom found it. Well, I suppose I should check out the spice shop, or head to see the butcher. I grab an empty roll-around suitcase and start my next adventure. Spices or meats? Let's go with spice. We want things to eat. We want things to taste good. Well, let's go to the butcher. I feel like the butcher's gonna be more expensive, so I probably want to go over there first. The butcher's pretty close, but in the opposite direction of the spice place, so I decided to walk. I walk inside and there's no one at the counter. But the place just opened, so the current butcher is probably checking on things in the fridge. Oh, hi there, I didn't see you. Hi there, I didn't see you. I turn towards a voice and see the top of a person. Oh, sorry, give me a sec to stand on the stool. Once she moves, I can see her over the high counter. Other than the fact that she's not that tall, it looks like this is the person Paul mentioned earlier. That's better. Hi there, I'm Claire. How can I help you today? Nice to meet you, I'm Hark. I'm here to buy some meat? Claire laughs. That's what I'm here for. She's cute. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so... I think I probably spent way too much money on the other things. But, you know, we'll see what happens. So we've got pork. I see. We've got pork. Pork belly. Nice. Chicken, beef, and tofu. Nice. I don't want to use up all of my... I'm going to get another piece of chicken, and then I'm going to get pork belly, pork, beef, and a beef. And I think that's all I can afford, because I'm pretty much going to save the rest for spices, I guess. Pleasure doing business. Alright. As Claire finishes wrapping up my purchase, I ask her a question. How did you start working here? So, I didn't expect to see someone like you working here. Hark, don't say that. What are you trying to say? How did that happen? Hark, be a little bit more sensitive. Good gosh. Inappropriate much? Claire smiles at me, but it feels less genuine than before. Oh, this and that. I didn't mean to offend you. I mean, yeah, seriously. It's alright. I just get that a lot. Did you need anything else? No, I'm good. Thanks. Claire smiles a little more brightly. Then we're done. Let's finish lifting everything up, and I guess now I should go to the spice shop. After I'm done, I check my map for the directions to the Spice of Life and decide to walk instead of drive, since it's pretty close.